edited manuscript of this book attached. Around 7:30 p.m. on that same July day, Wynter breathed her last breath as I desperately tried to save it. It never crossed my mind how God would use the sending of that email to encourage my heart on the most difficult day I have ever faced, and in the weeks and months to follow. It was a proud moment, and a relief for sure. Wynter and I had been laboring through the writing process for several months, doing our best to capture our story in a way that would speak to engaged couples, young marrieds, and anyone looking for a new outlook on marriage. We had a sense of accomplishment and truly believed that God was going to work through our story to reach others who might identify with our journey. It was a neat experience for us to write the book, because in a lot of ways we felt we were stepping into a new season of marriage. As husband and wife, we had grown together. We were both committed to a type of marriage that would focus on the other person. Though we came to our marriage with different backgrounds and expectations, we daily practiced the discipline of a godly marriage. We practiced because we never felt like professionals. What we lacked in profession, we made up with intention. Along the way, we realized we were picking up younger couples whom God would allow us to pour our lives into. Our intentions were shifting theirs. Intention. I'm grateful I can say without pause that we were intentional. Without question, we were deliberate about pursuing fullness in marriage. Each day, Wynter and I would find opportunities to pour ourselves out for each other. And each day, God would fill us with more and more of His power to do it again the next. And in His power, we experienced the fullness in marriage only God can give. Even while Wynter's heart was full of gratitude and excitement about our new journey, in a moment, her physical heart failed her without warning. On that day, she started a new journey with a new eternal reality, trusting God with me and our 4 girls left here on earth. Her sudden death was gut-wrenching and heartbreaking. It was beyond reason and beyond understanding. She was 38. We had celebrated our 15th anniversary less than a month earlier on June 27th. But God, in His infinite wisdom, sent me signs of His goodness despite my lack of human understanding. In His providence and foresight, He allowed me to turn in our marriage book the same day Wynter passed from death to life. He was reminding me, and anyone looking on, that He is the author, and that as the author, He decides when the book will end. Wynter's life is an amazing book. Much of it you will learn from listening to this one. God gifted her and used her to reach a generation of girls, moms, and families for His kingdom purposes. Likewise, our marriage was a good book. It was full of ups and downs, highs and lows, and the eventual resolve and excitement that comes in any great story. Just like a great story, our book seemed to end way too soon. And just like a reader, I sit here wishing I could experience more. Despite the shortness of our book, I'm thankful I can say our story ended with a beautiful climax, including 4 beautiful memorials to Wynter in our daughters. I have no regrets, and I assure you that if Wynter could write, neither would she. We lived each day asking the Lord to teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. We had no idea how soon our journey would come to an end, but we lived each one as if it was numbered, pursuing the best for each other and offering our marriage up to God. My hope is that Wynter's death will continue to bring life, that her story and our marriage will stand as a light on the path of your marriage, and that whatever might be dead or lost or unattended will begin to receive nourishment and sustenance. I pray that you might begin or commit anew to a poured-out marriage, so that you might also experience the fullness promised from God for those who live out Christ to each other. I'm not sure how long your book is, and I'm certain you aren't either, but I encourage you to make it a good one, to remember each day.